In this video I'm going to walk you through the use of the QR code generating software. Really, this software is so self-explanatory that it barely doesn't need a video, but I'm just going to go through the things it does anyway. First thing to do is to select the type of QR code that you want to generate. And the nice thing about this software is that once you select a particular type of code, it'll tell you exactly what you need to enter, and it'll also give you extra options. Like for a telephone number, you can either just enter the local version of the number. So if I was putting in a UK phone number, it might look something like that. But I could, if I want this to work internationally, put the country code in front of it. So it depends who you're generating the codes for. If you were doing it for local businesses and it was only local people that were going to scan the code, then there would be no need to put that in. You could just leave it as the local number. And just to put that into perspective, that's a UK number. If I was in North Carolina in America, then I would enter my number like that. Same as with SMS numbers. Just put in the number and it'll generate the code. Email addresses, type in the email address, it'll generate the code. Web addresses, plain text, all of those things, and even geographic locations, all the same. You just enter the data straight in. There are three special ones. That is the Me card format, and that's even easier because it lays out exactly what you need to put in. So you can enter the name of the person in here, and so like that. You can either enter the name like that, or you can put it with a comma, in which case you would put the surname first and then the first name. Pop in the address, phone number, mobile number and their email address, and you can generate a Me card code. And we also have two very new formats, but they have become standard, so we've included them in the software. That is Android Marketplace links, in which you can either specify a search term, so you might put something like that, and then you can generate your code, or you can specify just a package name. And package names are a little bit odd, but if you use Android, you'll know what the package name is, and you can pop that straight in and it will give a link direct to the information page for that package. And also for Android, the Wi-Fi configuration. And as other people adopt Wi-Fi formats, hopefully they'll all follow suit, but if they use different ones, we'll add them to the software as well. So here you specify the type of encryption, the SSID and the passcode, and you can generate a code. Let's go back to the most basic form, which is a web address. And let's put a web address in there like that and generate the code. Once you've generated a code, you can save it as a bitmap file or a JPEG file. Let's just do that so you can see what it looks like. So that would be, say, my web address. And that's saved. You can also copy it to the clipboard, and then you could load up, say, Photoshop or GIMP and paste, and it will paste the image straight in. The other thing you can do with this code generator is change the background colours, and this is quite a useful feature. A lot of people think that QR codes have to be black and white, but in actual fact the only important thing is that it contrasts, and that so normally black on a light colour is what you need to achieve. So whilst when you choose a colour you couldn't, for example, get away with something like this, it's highly unlikely any scanner is going to be able to read that, any light colour should work just fine. And indeed, in my experimenting, I found that some QR code scanners actually work better if you use a colour like yellow than they do to the normal black and white version of the code. So you can set the colour and then you can save. That's really all there is to the software. Very, very simple and very, very quick to use. It doesn't require an internet connection. Everything is handled within the software. So if you install this on on a small computer, say that you carry around with you that doesn't always have internet access, you can still generate codes.